With HIV and AIDS, according to a 2015 study, more than 36 million people in the world are living with HIV. More than 1 million of those people live right here in the United States. Now, this weekend, you can help end the spread of this dangerous illness. We have Missy Kuntz with the AIDS Service Foundation of Greater Kansas City, and she's here to tell us about the AIDS Walk of Kansas City. And Missy, this is a big deal because this is the major fundraiser for so many organizations that help people living with AIDS.
It is. It's our largest fundraiser put on by the AIDS Service Foundation. We're a fundraising organization that raises money for specifically for AIDS service organizations here in Kansas City. Save Inc., the Good Samaritan Project, Kansas City Care Clinic, and the Hope Care Center. And
so to get involved in this, you all have a registration, and tell us how we can help.
You can go online to AIDSWalkKansasCity.org, and it's very, very easy. You can even make your own web page. It's super simple to do. If you don't want to take that much time, you can donate right there with the donate tab. You can go to someone else's page and make a donation, join a team, start your own team. There's a lot to do to get involved.
And these organizations are there on the front lines. What are they doing? How are they helping with medications, with people? What are they doing?
They do all of that. Kansas City actually leads the nation in linking people to care, keeping people in care, and keeping the virus undetectable. So we are one of the largest progressive cities in the country that are keeping those percentages and numbers at bay, and it's because of the work that those 4 AIDS service organizations do. And not only that, but we have a grants program as well that give community grants to other smaller organizations that are helping fight HIV/AIDS here in Kansas City.
This is some of the video of last year's AIDS Walk. So many people, just thousands of people, participate in this. How is it important to the entire community?
Well, there is not one single sect of the Kansas City community that this disease can't touch. One of the highest rated demographics of people who are contracting AIDS are kids between the ages of 13 and 25. That's the highest raising statistic in people who are contracting HIV. And part of that problem is that no one thinks it's around anymore. You know, when you and I were going through the 80s at a very young age, obviously,
yes,
there were
really young,
absolutely the 80s and the 90s. We saw our friends die. They died from AIDS.
And there was so much publicity then. There was just
absolutely. What are you doing? What are you not
Right.
doing? How do we get funds? How do we make people aware that this is happening? What's happening to our friends? Well, now you can take a series of medications, albeit they're extremely expensive. And one thing people don't understand is that it's not just taking a pill and staying alive. It's a very, very expensive process to keep AIDS at bay and just try to maintain an HIV status or an undetectable HIV status. But there's not a demographic in Kansas City that is untouched by this.
So let's get people to this parade. It's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday at Tice Park. We have registration at 8. And we will start our program at 9 and then start walking at 10.
All right. Thanks so much for coming and sharing.
Thank you, Cynthia.